Do you feel the vibes?
Hello everyone, this is Shinmay from Makedo Clinic. Today I'm going to show you the problem with the carburetor when the vehicle starts showing you fluttering or the hiccups kind of a thing, So at that time, what is the remedy and why does it happen? So I'm going to show you carburetor slide assembly and the problem. So this is the CV carburetor right now, and as you can see, you just need one screwdriver, and this is the old slide what we have right now in my hand, and this is the CV carburetor. Now the problem is what, when you are starting the bike, at that time sometimes there is a problem that you feel that the vehicle is not able to start or there is a fuel issue or something, or there is a hiccup when you start the bike also. So sometimes vehicle flutters when you are riding the bike at a very low speed or something and unable to go at high speed also. So there is a problem. That means wear. This is the problem. Now the slide, if the slide gets worn out, as you can see the wear and tear of the slide, the bare metal, that means there is a problem in the slide. So what could be the problem? The problem is basically wear and tear. As I said, as you can see, this is the black color and this is the bare metal. If there is a bare metal color or the green color, if you see, I don't know whether you can see in the slide. So if you see that there is no black color, that means the slide is worn out. Exactly what does that mean? The vacuum starts basically leaking from this side, and also slide becomes a little bit jam, because this is for the smooth surface, right? And this is a rough surface. So what happens basically, slide cannot slide properly basically inside the bore. As I'll just show you. Now what will happen if the slide is worn out? As I said, fluttering, hiccups, unable to start. If starts, then unable to stay at a particular idle. So idle RPM 1200, that is missing. That you will feel vehicle shows lot of hiccups, or kind of a fluttering sound at the speed of when you are at mid range, or you cannot rev the bike, you cannot ride the bike at high speed. These are the symptoms, and the main symptom is that your the auto decomp unit will start making kit sound. What does that mean? The thing is what, auto decomp is gets activated in between 0 to 360 rpm. Remember, auto decomp activates in between 0 to 360 rpms. And when the slide goes on toss, what happens basically, instead of idle rpm of 1200, the vehicle starts showing almost below. That means sometimes it reaches at 360 rpm or below that, and at that time auto decomp starts showing you the sound. So don't misunderstand that there is a problem with the auto decomp, or the auto decomp got stuck up or something. It is not like that. Basically, if you have a carburetor issue, then the auto decomp will make the sound. Sometimes, many times in fact, even the technician get confused that why auto decomp is making sound. Basically, if you have a problem with the carburetor, then you should understand the symptoms rather than directly going down to carburetor. You have to basically describe that the vehicle is not stabilizing at particular rpm, and auto decomp is making sound. At that time, that means that the vehicle has got a carburetor slide issue. That means this is gone. So you have to change the slide from the carb. Now I'll show you. I'll just remove the carburetor from the bike. So this is the top cover, this is the spring. Remove the slide. Even if the slide is torn out or something, or has got some cut or something, just replace the slide. As you can see, the slide is totally worn out in this bike, in this carburetor also. Now there is also one possibility, just like your block piston kit. If the piston is getting worn out or something, or if you see there is a problem in regular piston, that means there is a problem in the bore also, block piston kit. Now in this case also, this is the bore and this is the piston. If the piston is getting worn out, that means there is a possibility that the bore is also getting worn out, right? So there is a possibility that this dimension is bigger than the earlier. So if you have such kind of a piston, this slide, then better to replace the whole carburetor rather than going for a replacement of only slide. Though the slide is costing very less and the carburetor is costing very high, but still in that case, better to replace the carburetors. Because what happens when you ride the bike on the road, when you are away from the city and when you are at remote place or something, then no one can repair the slide or the carburetor. Also, don't try to use any kind of a emery paper or something, or the polish paper to polish the scratches. It won't work, and it is advisable not to. Also, best is to replace the whole carburetor. So guys, as you saw you just saw that the carburetor slide, when the carburetor slide goes on toss, what is the remedy and what is the symptom from the bike. So don't forget that and keep watching and stay connected. Thanks.